Okay, so today we're looking at surface area. So it's the area covered by, of a 3D object, but you're just finding, like, say, the area of all the faces. So often we break them up, and when you break them up into pieces, that's called the net drawing. So say, for example, down here we've got a cylinder here. So if I cut, say you had a cylinder and I cut along there and cut it into pieces, I'd have the two circles on the top, and if you think about it, you'd have this square rectangular bit in the middle. So just to show you, I'm just going to pause. Okay. All right, so we can break it up into faces, and so sometimes we can already have the formula done for us. So if you look on your formula sheet, you'll see that we call it SA, surface area, and they're saying it's two of the bases, so they're talking about the two circles plus the circumference and the height. So if you wrote underneath, the area of a circle is actually pi r squared. So we could say the surface area of a cylinder, there's two circles, so 2 pi r squared, plus, now they're saying the circumference, because if you cut it in half and you get the rectangle, this bit is change the colour, this bit is the circumference of the circle. And if you think about the rule for circumference, that's 2 pi r, and then you just times by the height. So this distance here, like along there, would be the height of the cylinder. Okay, so we could have this as our basic formula. Now that's the surface area of a closed cylinder. What do I mean by that? It's closed, it means the top and the bottom. But often you're going to get maybe a formula where I say, find the surface area, say, of this glass on the outside. So say it was a drinking glass. Well, in that instant, you're only going to have the bottom circle, which will be pi r squared, plus you'll have the middle bit, which is still 2 pi r times the h. Yeah? So you need to be really careful and think about what they're telling you or what they're asking you. But if they say a closed cylinder, we can use this one. So it says find the surface area of the cylinder correct to 1 decimal place. So here I can see that r is 8.5. So under here I'm going to go 2 times pi times 8.5 squared plus 2 times pi times the radius again, 8.5, times the height, which is 15.7. And we can write this statement here exactly like that into your calculator. Just write it all in one go, and I'll show you. So we got that to be 495. It said to 1 decimal place, so it was 0.1. Now surface area is an area measurement, so it'll be centimeters squared. Okay, so there's my final answer. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong one. Sorry. Yeah, I take that back. That was our other example. Yep, so it was 1292.45 centimeters squared. Sorry. Okay, so here we might get asked to find the surface area of a sphere. So here's the formula down here. So once again, you can you're just really using this bit. This is for the sphere. So, and we need to use the radius. So they've given me the radius up there in my question. So if we were doing this example, let's write out our formula for a sphere. We go, all right, it's a sphere, and then you just times in your thing. The radius is 5 squared. Get your answer. Okay, I get 314 point. Now, did it say 2 decimal places? So 1/6. It was in millimeters, and it's squared because it's a area formula. So surface area. Okay. This next example, I'm just going to say the surface area. What you're going to get, no, it's not in your notes, sorry. You can all watch it. You're going to get shapes like this, and you've got to sometimes do these where you're just going to have to break it up and find the area of every face, and then you add it together, so to get the total surface area. So if you look at, to get the surface area, I'm going to go through all the shapes. So first of all, I've got this triangle here. So I've got that triangle, and I have another one there, don't I? Yeah? So I'm going to say I have 2 of them. Then I'm going to say I have this base on the floor. Can you see that? So that's a rectangle. Then I'm going to also have, there's 4 sides to this shape. So I'm going to say I've got the back rectangle as well. Okay? So then you think about what's the formula for area of a rectangle? It would be length times width. Same for this one. And this one, it's a triangle. So I'll say half base times height. And then you've got to remember I have 2 of them. And okay, so then we'll just add. So then we need to go and substitute in the numbers. So what's the base of this triangle? It's 25. So times 25 times the height of the triangle, which is 10. Then now plus, now the rectangle on the bottom, length by width, so 30 by 25, plus the back rectangle at the back, which was a 10 by 30. So what I've done there is, this is the triangle shape, this is that back bottom rectangle, and this is the working out for that. So then, once again, in your calculator, you can just then type these all in one go and then put them and find your answer. So we'll just quickly do that. Okay, I get that it's 1300 and it's centimeters and squared. So there's a surface area. So you may, with different shapes, have to break it up and work out every face to find the surface area of the object. All right, so today you are doing exercise 10I. All right.